What's up guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Trevin Peterson. I'm a multiple six-figure Amazon seller and I'm really excited about today's video for two reasons. The first reason is I have a special guest appearance, Bradley Sutton from Helium 10, where he's going to be giving us an in-depth tutorial training on the software tool Cerebro by Helium 10. So if you guys are looking to optimize your listings, understand the keyword research process, understanding what keywords you should be throwing in your listing, then this is going to be the perfect video for you. And the second reason is I've partnered up with Helium 10 and we're going to be giving away two things to two lucky winners that like this video, leave a comment saying I love Helium 10 and then why they enjoyed the video, why you liked the video. And then the third thing that you have to do is you have to subscribe. So if you do those three things, the first winner is going to get this t-shirt completely free. I'm going to ship it out to you. So right here, it's a Helium 10 t-shirt, super comfortable. I'm going to be shipping it to you for free. And then the second winner is going to get 1 month free of the Platinum plan with Helium 10. So the entire suite of Helium 10 tools you're going to get completely free, which is a $100 value. And all you need to do is like the video, subscribe, and then leave a comment saying why you enjoyed the video, what you learned, and then also you have to say I love Helium 10. So if you do those three things, you have a chance to win a free t-shirt and also a free month plan to the Helium 10 suite of software tools. So I'm really excited about this video and let's dive into it. Well, here we are again with Bradley Sutton from Helium 10, and I'm really excited that he jumped on board again to do another web class training call with Helium 10. So I'm going to turn the time over to him. We're going to be discussing one of my favorite tools and one of his favorite tools, Cerebro by Helium 10. So we'll turn the time over to Bradley.
All right. Well, thank you for having me on here again, Trevin. It's a pleasure. Got some good feedback, I guess, from the first video we did. So hopefully get more good feedback from this one because I think it's very valuable. I'm going to teach you guys a little bit of strategy too and a little bit of mindset, not just about Helium 10, regardless of the tool you use. This is important. Just kind of like the same thing with the review downloader. Yeah. If you use review downloader, makes it so much easier, but at the same time, regardless of, even if you don't use Helium 10, you got to look at the reviews. I think we kind of stressed and made that point of how valuable it can be looking at your competitors' reviews. And the same thing is about researching the keywords for your competitors because Amazon is all about existing demand, all right? It's not about reinventing the wheel. Amazon is not Kickstarter, okay? So you can't make a cool invention and expect to just have sales take off on Amazon because if it's a new invention that nobody even knows exists, that means nobody's searching for it. All right. I could have a phone case here that has a laser pointer. Let's just say, all right, might be the coolest thing ever, but nobody is searching for phone case with laser pointer because nobody knows such a thing exists. So it's important to capitalize on existing demand and to see where competitors, how they're performing, to see where they might be getting their sales from. And so that's the number one question is asked, like, how do I know where sales come from? And guess what? Amazon does not tell you the exact keywords that your sales come from outside of PPC. Of course, in PPC, you go to your reports and you could see, hey, I advertised for this keyword and I got X number of clicks, X number of sales. But that's for many sellers, that's only a 10 to 20% max of what your overall sales are. The rest of sales come from just organic keyword searches. And you don't know where those sales are coming from, even for your own listing, much less your competitors' listing. So we're going to talk today about how to get a good idea of where those sales could be coming from using Cerebro. In Spanish, it's Cerebro, which means brain. That's why there's a picture, like an icon of a brain there. It's like this is the smart tool of Helium 10. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. Let's go into there. Share. Okay. So here is Amazon. So why don't you give me a product niche or category, or not category, not like health and household, but like an actual product that I could search for.
Do you want to go off of the same one that we kind of did last time, the stretch lids?
Which I don't remember at all what it is.
It was the silicone stretch lids. super random.
Silicone stretch lids. All right. So here we go. Let's pull up something like that we think our product might be like. So I see a lot that look like this. So let's choose. I'm just going to pick this one. This one's Amazon's choice for this page. Or actually, this one's the bestseller. So let's say, hey, we're looking at this, and I'm just curious. The first thing I want to do is I'm going to use X-ray, and I just want to see about this product, approximately how much money they're making a month. This is not exact, this is just estimates based on, our historical information that we have for this ASIN. But as you can see, this one right here, which is the GFL, so that's right here, the Amazon's Choice one, GQ, or where's the GQ? There we go. $18,000 a month. All right. So they're making around $18,000 a month. Could be 15,000, could be 20,000, but either way, that's a pretty decent amount. They're making over 100 grand probably a year. So the logical question is, especially if we're investigating these niches, well, what's driving those $18,000 worth of sales? How are they getting those sales other than PPC? So this is what we do. We're going to take this ASIN, I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to go into Helium 10 dashboard and look at Cerebro right here. And I'm going to paste that ASIN right here and then hit get keywords. Now, what this is going to do, by the way, this is a reverse ASIN lookup. So what reverse ASIN means is different than like black box or magnet, where we enter in a keyword or we enter in fields and we're looking to get back products or other keywords. Here, we're entering in a product. We're actually entering in an ASIN, and we're going to get back the keywords that's related to the product. And as you can see here, we found 1,628 keywords. Now, just as an overview, the first thing I want to show you what some of these are. All right, where are these 1,600 words coming from? As you can see here, 1,200 are organic. I'll explain what that is. 81 sponsored and 626 Amazon recommended. So the first thing is sponsored. What are these 80 something keywords here that there's actually 71 here because I filtered out ones that only have one word. So there's 71 keywords here that have at least two words. And what these are, this is basically what we have detected that product has shown up in sponsored ads. So this gives you direct insight to the strategy perhaps of the seller. And it looks like for this one, he might be running a whole bunch of exact or maybe only some phrase campaigns, because usually if somebody's running an auto campaign, we'll detect over 1,000 keywords. So right off the bat, we have a kind of a narrow view of what this seller is showing up for in sponsored ads. All right. And so that's pretty valuable in itself. And you're going to get some good ideas from a list like this. All right. But that's not what my purpose is. My purpose, like I said, is I'm trying to find what keywords might be driving his sales. All right. And so real briefly though, the next thing is Amazon recommended, right? Let's see how many words come up for that. 584. This is a newer metric. What is this? All right. For every ASIN in Amazon, they have a list of keywords. Could be 200 keywords, could be 2,000 keywords that they recommend for that ASIN, that they're tying that to Amazon. It's important that you would use, or they think that those are the words that you should use for this listing, especially in regards to advertising or PPC. You kind of see a little bit of this when you're doing your PPC, right? And you set up a campaign and then it says, hey, you can enter your own keywords, or here's what we think, what Amazon is recommending. What people don't realize is that list of words is generated by a score. All right. So Amazon has a score for all of those keywords. And then the ones that shows at the top are the ones that have the highest score. Like this one has a score from 0 to 999. So if it's 999, basically that's the number one Amazon recommended keyword. So as you can see here, here's a list of almost 600 words, right? And the number one word that Amazon recommends for this product is silicone stretch lids. Wow, lo and behold, look at that. Bowls with lids, stretch lids. Now, just because Amazon recommends it, that does not make it a good keyword. Let me just emphasize that. Sometimes you're going to find good keywords here, but as we all know, Amazon's algorithm is not perfect. So don't say, hey, just because there's a top 10 keyword here, you've got to use this word. No, we're just giving you the visibility because customers ask us, hey, how do we know what words Amazon wants us to advertise for, or what words that Amazon wants. I know what Amazon wants me to advertise for, but I'm curious what Amazon wants my competitor to advertise for. So you have that visibility here. Okay. The one I'm going to focus on today is organic. What does organic mean? Organic means that these are the words, these are the 1,183 keyword phrases that this product right here is ranking for in the top 306. All right. So if I'm looking for the words that they are ranking or that might be driving their sales, let me show you how to narrow that down. So here's a question for you, Trevin. Reusable food bags freezer. Now we know that might not be very relevant to this, but it still came up in this list. So here's the question, though. Regardless of what we think about it, actually, let me find one that's searched for a little bit more. Here we go. Food bowl. Hey, this actually might seem relevant, right? Food bowl. It's searched for 700 times a month. Okay, more or less. But their organic rank is 301. Now, what that means is if I searched for food bowl, all right, here's position 1, here's position 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. In order to find food bowl, I would have to go to position 301. That's probably, I would say, let's say if there's 20 per page, we're talking like anywhere from page 10 to 15. So here's my question to you, Trevin. Do you think that they are getting, they're ranking in the top 306, but do you think they're getting much of their $18,000 a month of sales on this keyword?
I wouldn't be surprised if they got one single sale from that keyword.
So would I. And why is that? Why is that?
I mean, the organic rank is 301, like you said, which is on page like 20, and more than likely, no one's even searching food bowl for a silicone stretch lid.
Exactly. So this is that keyword. Maybe I want to know about it. All right, there's a reason why it's in the top 306 because there's actually 50,000 results. So maybe at one time or another, somebody did something right, but that is nowhere near one of the top keywords they're getting their sales from. So I'm going to say here, organic rank 1 and 25. What does that mean? I'm going to make this even less. I'm going to make it like 20. I want to see where this product is ranking for on page 1. All right, page 1. Let's take a look. So it's going to go from 1183 keywords. Let's see what we end up with. No, wow, we narrowed it down to 293. Now, here's another thing, though. Let's take a look here. Stretch food covers. Again, in our layman's opinion, this could be very relevant, to our listing. And I'm not saying don't use this keyword. This could be definitely a keyword we want to put. But the question is, does it pass what we're trying to accomplish, which is finding the words that give it the most sales? It is the estimated search volume is only 16. That means maybe only once every other day, somebody might search for this phrase on estimate. All right. So for this keyword, they're actually on page 1, position 18. So anytime somebody searches for this, they're on page 1. But do you think they're getting a lot of sales from this keyword?
Absolutely.
And why not?
I mean, it's just kind of a numbers game. If 16 people are searching for that, it's slim and it's not very likely that they're actually searching for that particular product. I mean, it's just not
exactly
volume.
Exactly. There's not enough people searching for it. So again, we're talking $18,000 a month. There's no way they're getting even $500 a month from something that's barely searched for. And especially they're at position 18. Actually, something's only searched 16 times a month. I doubt they're even getting one sale, because if anybody's getting sale from that keyword, it's probably the first few positions. So I'm going to have to do another filter here. I'm going to say, hey, show me stuff that's searched for, let's just say at least around 10 times a day, 300 search volume. All right. So now let's go ahead and apply that. Now let's take a look at, for example, this keyword, silicone stretch lids, which is how we found them. It's searched for 11,000 times a month, more or less, and they're at position 2. Now, do you think they're getting a lot of sales of their $18,000 from this keyword?
Oh, for sure.
Absolutely. Let's look at this one. Silicone lids, searched for around 7,000 times a month. They're position 1. Think they're getting sales from this keyword?
Yes.
Absolutely. All right. So silicone lids, food, and bowl covers. Would you have even known to, put this phrase in your listing? This is
it's long.
Super long tail. How many words is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a 6-word phrase right there. And it's actually searched for 4,000 times a month. They're position 2 on there. All right. So yeah, these are where they are getting tons of their sales from. Silicone stretch lids reusable. All right. There's another great keyword that you have. So now we have an idea that, okay, this is probably where they're getting their sales from. But here's a mistake that some people make. They sometimes, let me see, what's the word of or what's the name of this? Where did that go? That was Good Smiley. Good Smiley. That's the name of the brand. Okay. Anyways, there might be a word here that they might be ranking high. Here's an example. Like, I have no idea what this is. This sounds to me like it's a brand name, but what if I didn't know that? All right. I look at this word and let's say they're at position 1 or 2. Okay. So I'm like, hey, this product looks like my product. Here's a keyword that's getting 1,300 searches a month and they're getting sales from it. All right. I'm going to go ahead and use this keyword because I only focus my research on the top seller or the Amazon's choice, whatever. So this is the danger. What could happen is this keyword could only be relevant to this listing. This could be something like, let's say this silicone stretch lids were featured on the Oprah Winfrey Show. All right. And then all of a sudden Oprah says, wow, this is just like having an Insta-lid by Sutton, whatever the heck this means. All right. And then all of a sudden that kind of like became a hashtag or something, or that's how everybody searched for this product on Amazon because they heard Oprah Winfrey saying it. All right. So anytime somebody, now their search volume, all right, we're detecting their search volume. Tons of people are searching for this. But when people search for this, all they want is this product here. That's what they're looking for because they saw it on the Oprah show. So you could put a whole bunch of money into a giveaway or a big PPC campaign trying to get to page 1, position, let's say 2 or 3 for this keyword. And then you get there and you get 0 sales. Why? Well, it's because this keyword was only relevant to this product. All right. So the question is, how do we make sure that things like that don't happen? The answer is don't look at just one product. Find 3 or 4 of the most similar products to you and see what keywords they all are ranking for. And Helium 10 is the only tool you can do that with. So what's the process? The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pick like what I call a baseline product. That means I want to find a product here that maybe is not selling that great, but it's very similar to what I'm going to sell. So I'm just going to pick this one. So let's say I saw this and I'm like, hey, this is around $19, maybe like might be around $15. Looks like somebody might be out of stock here, but let's just say this is like $15. It's a number of pieces. It's not just a single piece. There's some colors here, and it's a silicone stretch lids and it's reusable. All right, so let's say that this is my baseline product. All right, this is what I know my product is going to look like. So I'm going to copy this ASIN and I'm going to put it right here. All right, the next step. Now I want to find the top sellers here that look like my product, they feel like my product, they function like my product, they're priced similar, and they're not brand name. So the reason is because I'm looking for products that people have bought a lot of that probably is my customer avatar, meaning that if they bought this other product, they would probably buy mine. Okay, so watch. I'm going to mouse over here. Now for this one, let me see. I don't know if I want to pick this one. I'm just going to take a look at this. This is not colored. So you know what? Even though they're the number 1 sellers, it's very possible that the customer for this could be different than my customer because maybe the customers who've been buying this, they like the transparent, non-colored one. So you know what? Even though this is the number 1 seller, they're making estimated $30,000 a month. I am not going to include that in my research. All right. Let's look at this next one. Here's another one. Same thing. It's also only $10. All right. It's only $10. So this could be a bargain shopper is looking for these. All right. So I don't want to compare myself to that one. The next one, another same one. These are all, they are completely transparent. So I'm looking for stuff. Now look at this one. This one looks almost exactly like my product. All right. Let me see, make sure there's no others like it. Yeah, look at this one. There's colors. It's actually 15 pieces, similar price point. I'm definitely going to see what they're doing. All right. What else do we have here? Here's another one. There's some different colors. I'm going to go ahead and use that one as a product to compare it to. Was that the one that's the sponsored ad for? This is all the same color, same color. All right. So now that I see that there's not that many here that have the multicolored ones. Okay. So now I will go back and I will go ahead and pick some of these others as long as the price point is similar. right? So your first option is you want to get something that really looks the most like your product, right? So second option, at least get it the function same and the price the same. So I'm just going to go ahead and pick this one now. And maybe I'll find one more one that's very similar. Here's a 12 pack. Mine was a 15 pack. So there's something similar right there. Okay. So now I've got 4 products. So now when I run this search, what this is going to show me is any keywords that tie to any one of these products. So it's going to be a lot more than 1,100, like that other one that we just did, or a lot more than 2,000. Let's see how many it's going to come up with. I would say at least 4,000. 6,000. There we go. So 6,000 keywords. Again, this is a very wide variety list here. I need to narrow this down. So let's go through the same function that we went through. The first thing is doing match type organic. And now, right now, what I'm looking for is like the 5 to 15 keywords that my competitors, my main competitors, are getting their sales from. All right. So let's take a look here. So now organic results is 4,000. Still tons of keywords. Okay. So now here is my favorite filter to use. It is ranking competitors. What does that mean? Right now, as is, these 4,000 keywords are organically ranked, but it could be for any one of these products. Like it could be just one of them is ranking for it, but the other ones aren't. And then remember, that's when you get cases like that one that we showed you where it could be like an Oprah Winfrey keyword, but it was only for one. I just really want to make sure that a keyword that I'm going to choose is relevant across the board, all right, for all of my top sellers. So watch, I can do that, and you can only do that with Helium 10. I'm going to put here minimum 4, all right? So show me the keywords that not just one, not just 2, and by the way, here's the list of the ones, not just 1, not just 2, but all 4 of these are all ranking for. All right. So watch this. Let's see what that narrows it down. I had it at 4,400. Now we're down to 200 keywords. All right. What's the other thing that we did in the first exercise? We don't care if it's ranked on page 75. They're not getting any sales. So I'm going to say competitor rank average from 1 to let's just say 25. So what does that mean? If I take the average rank of these competitors, right, that means all of them are pretty much on page 1. Okay. If we take the average, they're all on page 1. So let's see how this narrows it down. We went from 210. Let's go now to 36. All right. So we're getting really close. Let's go ahead and put the search volume again, minimum 300. This is, you put whatever number works for you. I just want to search for something that's at least search for 10 times a day on average. All right. So let's see how that narrows it down. Now we are down to 15 keywords. Now let's take a look at this keywords. Silicone stretch lids, reusable silicone stretch lids. Now we have a list of super valuable keywords. And now notice what's not here. Remember that one random keyword that was a top sales getter for that one product? That's not here because it looks like over the niche that might not be relevant to everybody. But each of these keywords, just take a look at this one. Competitor rank average 11. I'm going to show you right here. So one product is ranked number 1. Let me see which one. Yep, Q2 is ranked number 1. All right. One product is ranked number 5. One is ranked number 6. One is ranked 7. One is ranked 26. So you take their average, and it's average. Everybody's on page 1. What about this one? Let's go to this one right here. 4. Look at this. One is ranked 3, one is ranked 5, one is ranked 13, and the other one is ranked 67. So even with that one ranked 67, they're also pretty much the average is on page 1. So this is just a way within minutes that you could see and get the confidence that sales for this niche, for a product similar to yours, are being driven by a lot of these keywords. Because without this visibility, you would just be guessing I have no idea where they might be getting sales from. Hey, let me see where they're on page 1. And you just start searching random search terms and see where you see these products come up. So this is by far my favorite tool of Helium 10 because it's the most unique of allowing me to find the most buyer relevant keywords, the ones that's driving the sales for my competitors.
So now let me ask you this. With
Sure.
kind of this information, you have 15 main keywords. where are you looking to put those? Are you looking to put those all in the title? Are you looking to spread them out through the title, the description, the bullet points in your PPC campaigns? How do you go
These are the
about?
ones that I want to put in phrase form in my listing. All right. And for those who don't know, what does phrase form mean? Well, phrase form is I would actually have this phrase word for word in my listing: reusable silicone stretch lids. All right. As is, because that gives Amazon the biggest indicators like, hey, this is a phrase that's important to my listing. Now, do you need to do that in phrase form to have something indexed? No, I could have reusable in my title. I could have silicone in my bullet points. I could have stretch in my description, and I could have lids in my backend keywords. And guess what? I would be indexed for this whole phrase because I have those words in my listing. But it's not sending signals to Amazon to get that, what I call ranking juice. All right. So here, how would I do this? I'm going to copy these keywords to the clipboard, and I'm going to put this in Scribbles. All right. Scribbles is our listing optimizer, or not optimizer, but it's actually what we use in order to uh, actually make our listing. All right. So let's go ahead and do that. All right. I'm going to take that one off. And now let's just say, what about the rest of the words? I'm just going to open up this search. I had narrowed this way down, but I'm just going to give you an example. I don't care how much search one. Let's just say put 100 here. I don't care if they're all ranked within, like, just say the top 100 and maybe only 2. I'm just trying to get like maybe a few hundred keywords here just to show you how this works. All right. 134. I need to open it up a little bit more. All right, let's go there. I want to get at least 200 phrases if I can. There we go, 253. So let's say, however you did your keyword research, maybe you use Magnet, maybe you use Cerebro for a couple things, maybe you did Google Trends, whatever. Let's just say for argument's sake that these 253 keyword phrases, these aren't 253 keywords singular, keyword phrases, these are the ones that you wanted to be indexed for to get in your listings. So what I would do here is I'm going to put this into Frankenstein. Okay. So now I'm in Frankenstein, and now I actually see those phrases, those what did I say? 253 phrases. Now here, that's actually 844 words. But I know this is not 844 individual words because look, silicone, 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 containers, containers, container. So there's a lot of duplicates here. And I only need to have a word, technically, if it's not that important, once in my listing to get indexed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the duplicates, and let's see how many individual words I have. Only 140. So look at this. 844 words were here, but actually there's only 140 unique. I'm going to take it a step farther. I don't want to have words like to or with, so I'm going to take out the common words. Their common words are gone, and I'm going to take out the single letters. All right, because I'm sure those will somehow get in there anyways. All right, so now I have a list of 129 words. So all it takes is 129 words, individual words, and I'm going to be able to index for all 253 of these full phrases. All right, so what do I do? How do I put this to Scribbles? I'm going to put it one word or phrase per line. By the way, guys, Frankenstein is our keyword processor. It allows me to do word count and take out phrases and however I want to process these words. So I'm going to put one word or phrase per line. Look, one click and it does that, all that right there. Okay. So now I am going to copy this and I'm going to go to Scribbles and I'm going to paste it right here at the end. Now, as you can see, here are those ones that I wanted in phrase form. These were the most important keywords, in my opinion, because they're probably driving a lot of the sales for my competitors. But these words, not as important, but I need to get them in my listing, all right? So I'm going to hit apply. And now, as you can see here are my phrases, and here are my singular words. So watch what happens as I start writing my title. All right. Silicone stretch. Whoops, not Willicone. Silicone stretch lids reusable. Now take a look what just happened right here. And this is what you want to do with your title. You want to get as many of those phrases in phrase form in your title. So what you do is you try and see if any fit in each other. Look at this. This is 1, 2, 3. This is a 4-word phrase. But within this 4-word phrase, I actually got 3 of my top 3 phrases in phrase form. Why? Look at this. Silicone stretch lids. It's right there. Silicone stretch lids. How about this? Silicone stretch lids reusable. There it is right there, the whole phrase. What about this? Stretch lids. That's right there too. So within a 4-word phrase, I actually got 3 of my top phrases. This isn't always the case. You can't always do this. But when you can, you have got to do that. Silicone. Let me see if there's something else. Reusable. I mean, I'm just going to show you an example. This is a run-on sentence, but if I did this, reusable silicone stretch lids. All right, there. I just knocked out another phrase. All right. This is where you write your listing. You've got your description, you've got your search terms. So, I mean, let me just make a random bullet point. I'll go ahead and throw an emoji in here. And I'm going to say um, silicone. This is a misspelling right here. Silicone lids are great containers for your kitchen. And also, these are reusable lids. I did not spell that right. Reusable lids. All right. So as you can see, guys, what's happening over here on the left, as I'm writing out my listing, it's putting a strike through on the numbers, on the words that I have used. So then I know I've got it. So like, hey, I've already knocked out like 4 or 5 of my phrases, and here are the individual words that it's knocked out. So as you can see, for example, right here, it says lids, and there's a number 4 right here. What does that mean? That means I've already used lids 4 times. So if I don't know where I use lids, I'll just click on this and say, oh, I put lids here, I put lids here, I put lids here, I put lids here. So this is just a great way. You could do all the best keyword research in the world, like what I think is Cerebro, right? But if you don't get those words in your listing, that keyword research is useless because you're never going to be searchable for that product. So this is just an extra step so that all of your keyword research you did, you're going to be able to make sure that you have those words in your listing.
Man, so I mean, just with what he's kind of explaining, I mean, every time he comes on, every time we talk, he just blows my mind with more information. So I hope that you guys are really taking notes and really going to go and apply these things inside your own Amazon FBA business. So if you guys don't have Helium 10, I would highly recommend it. I mean, as you guys can see, he just used 3 or 4 different tools. And with those tools, you're optimizing your listing that much better. So I really appreciate you jumping on. And I don't know if there's anything else that you want to cover real quick, but I really appreciate it. And I know my audience does as well.
Yeah, I mean that's just about it. But it's all about the right mindset too. Again, don't think too much like a seller. Think from the buyer's viewpoint. All right, and buyer behavior is the most important. And we don't have to guess what the buyer behavior is. Amazon. The only way Amazon makes money is if they get a sale. You sell your product. So they want to put on page 1, page 2, whatever gives them the best chance at getting that sale. Well, what is it based on? Well, it's based on historical sales. If a lot of people have been searching for a certain keyword and people buy it, well, Amazon's going to want to put that on the first page because they know that this is going to give them a good chance to sell or get their 15% commission. So that's why it's not a guessing game. You could see if there's a high volume keyword search and you see a list of products on page 1, well, guess what? The way that they're on page 1 is because they're getting sales for that. So if you find products that really, really look like your product and they're on page 1 of a certain keyword, that means that that's probably a keyword that you need to be focusing on as well.
All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this training video with Bradley in regards to Cerebro, how to maximize this tool and really take advantage of it to help you scale and grow your FBA business. And if you guys did, if you guys appreciate his value, then make sure to leave a thumbs up on this video, leave a comment saying I love Helium 10 and your favorite part of the video, and also don't forget to subscribe. And if you do those 3 things, remember you have a chance to enter into the giveaway where we're going to be giving away a free t-shirt and also a free 1-month access, completely free, to the Helium 10 suite of software tools, the Platinum plan, which is a $100 value. So I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Make sure that you show this video some love, share it with a friend. I know that there's so much information in here that's going to help you guys, so I really hope that you take advantage of it. And I just want to say thank you guys for the support, and I'm really excited about this giveaway, so make sure that you enter. And I just want to say thanks again, and we will see you in the next video.